Bruce Ismay was the chairman of the White Star Line, the company who owned the Titanic. It had been his decision to limit the number of lifeboats contained by the ship because he said the ship itself is a lifeboat, so why do we need to clutter up the decks with more? He was one of the very few men to have survived. He jumped into one of the last lifeboats, which was filled with Lebanese women and children. And what interests me in his life is the fact that his reputation has rested on a decision he made in an instant, in a moment. He decided when every other man on the Titanic was deciding to go down like a hero and lighting up their last cigarettes, Ismay decided to live. So he jumped into a lifeboat and instantly regretted his decision and became almost overnight the most hated man in the world. My book isn't an attempt to excuse Ismay or to put him on trial or to apologise for Ismay. It's an attempt to understand Ismay, to understand why his instinct was to jump when everyone else's instinct was to go down with the ship, what it was like for him afterwards to live with this acute consciousness of lost honour, what it was like for him to go back into normal civilian life, having spent a life at sea. He was someone who was never able to mention the Titanic again. He never went to sea again. He lived the rest of his life landlocked and paralysed with anxieties and neuroses about his experience. So it's really a case of post-traumatic stress disorder I'm exploring. My book is about a decision Bruce Ismay made in an instant and then lived to regret. We all have our own Titanics. We all have our own icebergs. My book is called How to Survive the Titanic, The Sinking of J. Bruce Ismay.